Hey, howdy, hi.
I'm Danielle.
And I'm Nye.
And this is My Point Is, where we are wildly hungover today.
Wildly.
Incredibly. Well, actually, not me.
I am. Extremely.
I'm not.
For good reason. It was a good reason to be hungover.
It was, which we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
And that's why we're here. So come on, snuggle up, join us, get comfy, get a nice little blankie. Okay. Pull up on your couch, get yourself a good breakfast. This episode is sponsored by Havana Heights and their Tres Copas. So you're going to hear munching noises, just so you know. But if you haven't had Tres Copas, what it is a Dominican breakfast that is to die for. It's like these Dominican sausage patties with fried Dominican cheese, pickled onions, soft gooey eggs, over top of like a mango, like a plátano mango mash. I die. This stuff hits when you've had a night. Yeah. Yeah, this stuff hits, especially when you've had like a night out. So we figured instead of just not making an episode,
I just got a little nauseous. Hold
on. Oh, pause. This is why we're here. This is what we're doing. Wait, I'm actually so excited that this is what's happening. Not for you. I don't want you to be now. I really want you to be. I don't want that for you. But it's crazy that you've been okay for the past like 35 minutes. And now here we are. And you're like, whoa, I'm nauseous.
Goddamn.
What if we start talking about why you're nauseous?
Why I'm nauseous?
Mhm.
Because I don't know when to say no to alcohol. Is that?
But why were we drinking?
Why did we drink? Because.
That was your drum roll.
Okay. I knew it, but I still kept talking. Drum roll. What am I saying? Surgery, top surgery this Friday. Woo! Less than 5 days.
Less than 5 days away.
It's wild to think about. But yeah, it was a going away party for my boobs. It was their last night out, and they were out.
They were out. You looked very sexy.
They did their job for the last time, you know?
Yeah, nice little lingerie piece on top. You let them fly free.
They had to.
They needed
their time.
And it was good. It was and a time was had.
A time was had. I don't remember part of the time, so it was like,
when do you not remember?
I mean,
what was the last thing you remember?
Pieces. Like, I don't remember how we got to the last spot. Like, I don't
really.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Because you're saying.
Because I was sober. I was
not sober.
Well, sober's crazy. I wasn't sober. I was not sober, but I definitely was not drunk.
Mm-hmm.
I was mama.
Mm-hmm.
So I was making sure that you were going to be okay. But we had a great time.
We did.
And you're such a cute drunk. I love when you're drunk. You are such a precious drunk. It makes me so happy. Like, whenever we go out and if you have one drink or two drinks, you just get sleepy. And you're like, let's watch some weird anime and go to bed.
Not weird anime. It's a very popular anime.
Weird anime.
Dun 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 is what she's talking about.
A grandmother lives in a tunnel, and if you go into the tunnel, she eats your dick off.
Only if you have one. Okay. Otherwise,
well, she'll eat your coochie off too, but not the point. Okay. That's two drink night. If we get past that though, and we get you some shots in there, and we get you like really going on some drinks, you get so mushy gushy.
Yeah. I just got a lot of love, you know.
I know. You were smushing on us. It was so cute. It was precious. So we figured, let's chat about how the night went. And then also, I actually do want to know this because I haven't had a chance to sit and ask you this because we've been dying this whole morning.
Mm-hmm.
You have. But how do you feel about how you feel? Because you remember you told me, you're like, okay, the day's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Be prepared for the call.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, I'm probably going to call you and be like, what am I doing? Is this okay? Oh my God.
That will happen. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can still call me. That's fine. But I want to that was the last time we talked about how you were feeling. And you have less than 5 days.
I know. Honestly, in full vulnerability, yesterday, I had thoughts of calling it off kind of thing because this was like I was preparing to have this little get together that we were having, and everything that could go wrong seemed to be going wrong.
It sure did. It sure did.
Like I found my period, which we do not love for multiple reasons.
Yeah.
But the main one being it just sucks to get a period.
Oh, yeah. Especially right before your party. Only good news about that, it'll be gone by the time you're under.
No, it's good. It's good that it came. It just also sucks.
Yeah. And it does.
But I broke a nail. I went to get my hair cut. I broke 2 nails.
Don't lie. Show those babies off.
My little cute thumbs, okay? This one actually is painful, though. It's not cute. I'm in pain. When I was doing my wig, the pain I was in trying to lay this wig because of this goddamn thumb was almost unbearable, but it had to be laid. But yeah, that happened, and then I went to get my hair cut. By someone who I thought was a person of color, who was clearly catfishing, okay? Because I
Say it how you really said it. Say it how you said it.
Thought it was going to be a Hispanic spot, okay? I really did. And he looked like a Hispanic man, the one who was like on the cover, this is my stop, this is my shop, it's new, it's in town. I live in a predominantly white area. So I don't usually get my hair cut in my town. I don't.
For good reason.
Because they don't know what they're doing with my hair. And I went in there. Turns out it was a full white spot. Oh, shit. Did it spill on
the carpet?
Wait, it spilled on the... It's fine.
No, this is just what this morning is.
Oh my God, you're going to have a morning like I did yesterday.
I've been. Anyway, okay, wait. Back in. Continue. Oh, wait, for anyone who wasn't watching, I just spilled a drink on the carpet. But it's fine. Go on.
Yeah, I walk in and there's like this white man with his 2 young white sons, and I guess they could have been not white, but
they were.
It was just a very white establishment. I walk in, whole place turns, and I'm like, oh no, I shouldn't be here. We all know I shouldn't be here. But did I leave? No. I sat my ass down. Out of politeness.
Why do you do this? We've talked about this so many times.
I don't know, but he had the opportunity to look at me and be like, look.
He was never going to do that because he's a white man. And if he did, he'd be like, well, damn, now I'm racist.
He didn't take the opportunity to be like, I can't do this. I've never done this. I don't know what I'm doing. He said, come sit in this chair. Let's get this appointment done.
Of course, because he's also a white man. And he's also going to be like, I can do this.
Yeah, he's like, what? Fuck it. What's the difference? There's a big difference. And
sure
we found out together that the difference matters.
We found out together.
My hairline is crooked. I asked for a fade, but I think, I don't know what this is. There is no fade. There was no blending. It's very unblended.
I have yet to see it.
Yeah, because there's a reason I have a wig on. There is.
Because this wig was on last night. I have yet to see the so-called line work.
I look insane.
I'm excited.
And yeah, no, it was all my fault. It was all my fault.
Was it?
Because I sat my ass down in that chair knowing damn well what was going to happen.
I'm pretty sure it was his fault, but okay.
No. I mean, I do blame him for like actually doing it, but yeah, I stayed.
Wait, tell me. Remind me again of my favorite part of the story when he asked you, what do you think?
He was so proud of himself. And he said, you like it? And I was like, yeah. And I get up to go pay, and they don't even like add the tip on like the little machine. I had to get the QR code for his Venmo. And like then...
And you tipped him. How much did you tip this man?
$10.
You tipped him double digits.
I did.
You tipped him double digits. You tipped him in general.
You know what? Service workers, you know.
And I would hear you. I do. Normally, yes, I get you.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case,
that was offensive. I was mad at myself. But that's what happened. My hair got fucked up. I was sad as hell. I didn't cry about it, but I wanted to. I did. I've had bad haircuts before, but
all in the same weekend.
Mm-hmm. And then I had a friend last minute call out from two friends last minute call out from my event, which It wasn't well planned. It wasn't anything crazy.
No. Don't do this. I don't know who you're talking to like that. Don't do this because you're talking to me right now.
Okay.
And we are not doing that.
We're not. They called out real last minute. And
Yeah.
it pissed me off. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it made me sad.
That was some shady shit.
It was some shady shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it was expected. Yes, it was expected. That's the part that I think bothers me the most. The fact that I expected it. And it did happen. Because I always expect the worst. But
yeah. Okay, so some of these people have not been historically reliable. We know that.
mm-hmm. When it comes to me.
I know.
To others, yeah, it's different, which is also kind of like a painful thing. But
that's my point, dude.
Yeah.
That is my point. Is that we were just talking about this. You have been kept in the shadows. You've been the secret friend, the friend that they're like, oh yeah, I'll meet up with you. Just like make sure it's really dark and no one's around. And we're like, in a car that has tinted windows so no one can see us.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You are such a joy.
Cute.
Anyway, so this happened, right? But we still had your party.
Mm-hmm.
And it ended up being you, me, my partner, Simon, and your sister, and my brother. Just a whole crew. That's really fun.
A crew.
That was really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Like a fun crew. Like we had a good time.
Yeah, Patrick's a vibe. Patrick's so much fun. And when we first got there and it was quiet in the spot and stuff like that, and it was like kind of low energy, and Patrick came in and it was kind of like more hype energy.
Yeah. And it was nice that he could show up. Your sister was an unexpected delight. And I say unexpected because I have not met any of your siblings in person. I've only heard your sister's voice over the phone. And it's usually in worry about you.
Yes. Quite, yes. Most of my family with me, yes.
Yeah. So because of that, I didn't expect her to be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
But she really was like actually a whole vibe. She was funny. She was quick, like witted. She was really easygoing.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I'm a little pissed at you that you don't bring her around more often.
She don't leave the house.
She would though if she was having a good time. I think she would come hang out with us.
I think she would too. I knew she would. I was actually kind of telling her, I was like, if you steal my friends, we will have a problem.
You said that out loud actually in front of all of us. You said that to all of us actually right after she left too. It's like, you're not allowed to replace me. I was here first. You were my friend first. But you can't replace me with my sister. And I was like,
that's honestly why we don't hang out with the same people a lot of times.
Wow.
This weird thing. I don't know. Unique is a very cool person. And
she is. She's a really cool person. But you realize so are you, right?
Yeah. In different ways, yeah.
Yes, in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you're both necessary. You see my point?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But we're only 1 year apart, so like it does make sense that we would have like
a rivalry.
No, not a rival. No, we don't have a rivalry.
The way you said that was like it would make sense that we're like
that our friend people would vibe. Like we always vibe with each other's friends and stuff like that.
Yeah. Because I didn't realize she was like my age.
She is your age.
I did not know that.
95.
95.
That's 6 is where it's at. Year of the rat.
Oh, I'm the year of the boar.
Yeah.
That's great. I love that.
Why?
Because loyal, determined, driven.
Mm-hmm.
Some may call it hard-headed.
Mm-hmm. A lot would.
Yeah. Both are valid and true. You can be yes and. Because I would say I'm both driven, ambitious, and hard-headed. And very strong-willed. Like we're strong people. You're the boar. I don't know anything about you.
No, I don't either. I just like to say it.
So you came.
It's cute, you know?
So you came in here right now.
Yeah.
And you're like, you're the rat. Yeah.
Stand 10 toes behind it. Yep.
And have no idea what that means.
Yeah, no, that's how I operate.
I can't even look it up. Because I don't have my phone.
We'll never know. Because we're going to forget.
I'm not. After this, I'm going to go look it up. The only thing I know is like one of my uncles is you're the rat. And that's not looking great for you.
Oh, no.
Love him.
Well, shit.
Life of the party.
Okay. I'll take that.
Devastating drinking problem.
Oh, no.
There we go. Devastating drinking problem.
Well.
But rock star.
Oh, this uncle.
Yeah.
Oh, I do know this uncle.
He's a rock star. I mean, you don't know him, but yeah, you know. Yeah. He's a rock star. Kind of. In his own way. He has been his whole life. He's in band. You know?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Always shows up with a guitar and ready for a good time.
We love that.
you know?
That's a vibe. And what I aspire to be is a vibe. So it is what it is.
Yeah. Continue to see your doctor, you know?
Yeah.
I'm
actually kind of nervous that I won't be seeing my therapist before. Oh, my stomach. My therapist before.
This is everything I want.
I'm like over here dying in a corner, but it's fine.
I know. You're dying. I'm enjoying my little Colpus. My little Triscopus. Okay, wait. You're nervous what?
Yeah, that I won't see my therapist before my surgery.
Are you not? I thought you were.
I thought I was too, but they haven't reached out for an appointment. I have to call them.
What do you mean?
They haven't like scheduled the next appointment yet. I just had
I
intake.
thought you did that already. Like, I thought you scheduled the appointment.
No, we just did intake, and they were like, "We'll reach out to schedule," and they never reached out. So I don't have an appointment.
Can you schedule one this week?
I'm gonna try, but that is a little nerve-wracking. I haven't had therapy in like months.
I think you should definitely schedule that this week if you can.
Yeah.
And I do think don't do the don't do this polite thing.
What polite thing?
Please, if you have time, if it's possible, maybe could we kind of, I don't know, maybe could we have?
I can know how to ask for an appointment.
I'm not saying you don't know how. I'm saying you don't do it.
Okay, fair. I will though. I really know I need to let something out.
Like, really, please. I need you to be like, I'm having major surgery. I really would appreciate having an appointment before. What are you hoping to get out of the session?
I just feel like because I have you as a support system, which is really nice, but we haven't really gotten to talk much about the surgery.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't express to like the remainder of my support system like my doubts or my concerns or like my real full actual feelings about the surgery with them, because they already don't want me to get it, or like that's their first response, to be like, then don't get it, you know?
Yeah.
So I haven't like had like, it's just all this stuff has been in my head. I haven't really fully let it out, like how I've been feeling and being anxious about stuff, being like, I was actually making a video yesterday about the fact that when I wanted the surgery, which was about a year ago, the first time I was like, okay, I'm going to do it and get started, I was in like the best place I had been in a while, like emotionally.
Yeah.
I was at baseline, which my baseline is low, but it was still baseline.
Okay.
And I would say now I'm probably closer to like a depressive episode. So I'm like, that's not where I wanted to be into my surgery.
Yeah.
And not having processed that, not sharing that with my mom, for instance. I'm not telling her
what
that I'm in
that you're in depressive. She can't see that, because I feel like I've seen that.
She doesn't want to see it, so I'm not gonna see it unless I say it. But yeah,
She really
it just
chooses what she wants.
She does. That's my mama. You know, she gonna do what she gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just not how I pictured things going so far. I am still excited, and I am still getting the fucking procedure done. Cause
I know you're gonna do. No, I know you're gonna do it. It's not about whether or not you're gonna do it. I know you're going to do it. Like that, I have full faith in. I think what I think about is, for you, is being able to go into it having some level of confidence in. I think. Actually, wait. Do you feel confident in the decision?
Yeah.
It to some level. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So. But that I think you already have, because I did think that, but I was like, I don't want to say that unless that's the truth. But I want you to go into it having some level of confidence in your support system, in your ability to be loved wholly post surgery, when you will have the opportunity to then love yourself wholly. And then, which is a separate task, but then that'll be what you're working on. And it's kind of scary, I imagine. It's kind of scary to know that that's the next part of the journey, and then not feel confident in saying, well, at least I have a lot of people that I know will love me.
Yeah. I think similarly to how when I came out, I wanted things to go a certain way. I had this image that things might go differently than what like I kind of knew they were gonna.
Yeah.
I am a little worried about the aftermath of all of this, like knowing that it needs to get done and that it's gonna get done. But like, what does my life look like after? Like I told you I want it to be like a reset, kind of.
Yeah,
Dramatic. I know that.
I remember you saying that and being like, oh, that's not my favorite thing I've ever heard. But at the same time, I get why you say it.
Yeah.
But it also just like pings little baby red flags for me of like, that's putting a lot of pressure on something and not necessarily holding, like preparing. Think of it like a backpack, right? It's putting a lot of pressure on something rather than saying, okay, I'm putting on this empty backpack and I'm opening the zipper. I'm ready for all the things that I know I'm going to have to put into it in order for me to be prepared for whatever I'm going into for the schooling, right? Quote, quote, if we're using this as the metaphor.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, it's kind of like saying, okay, I got this backpack, but you're not opening it at all. And you're like, yeah, that's going to be all I need is just the backpack.
I see.
Do you see what I mean?
Good example. Wow.
But like if you show up to school with just a backpack, you will not be ready for class. But if you show up to school and you're like, okay, I opened the backpack. I made sure I put some empty notebooks.
Mm-hmm.
I put some pens. I put, my laptop, my tablet, whatever you need to really soak in all of the learning that you're going to need to do for you to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
And you use this surgery as the surgery in itself can be the backpack, but you have to open it for it to actually, you have to use it for it to actually be useful.
Mm-hmm.
And I just get nervous. I got nervous when you told me that. I was like, no, because I don't want you to just be like, I bought a backpack. I'm good. I'm going to graduate.
Band-Aid, like it's yeah. Yeah.
I want
to fix everything. And I know that. I think I just want I want it to feel like a win.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
I want it to feel like a win, but I do have like a very all or nothing way of thinking.
More.
So I am, again, this is why I wish I had been in therapy this whole time. I really truly do. Because then I would maybe have opened the backpack a bit and peeked in and threw some stuff in there, some tools, which I still have the opportunity to do.
You don't even have to have done all that yet. Like to put things in. You don't even have to do it. Just to be like, I guess here's the question. Like it's just opening the backpack. That's the most important part, right? With the intention of, I know I'm going to put things in there. So here's the question then that like is less metaphorical and more like actually what it is. Are you prepared emotionally or mentally in any capacity to do the work internally and externally that you will need to do post this surgery to really get all that you need out of this surgery?
I have a strong desire to do the work.
That's a good start.
I think I don't fully know what the work looks like, but
you don't have to. Like, yeah.
I don't know what I'm walking into, but I'm going there. I'm going to get to there, and I'm prepared. The answer is yes.
Okay. Listen, then that's it. Then that's good. That's a good start. Is it the most prepared you could be? No.
No.
Could you have been in therapy for a couple months before this? Should you have been in therapy for a couple months before this? Arguably.
Yeah.
But it's okay because we're here now and we can't change anything, but you can take a moment to reflect and be self-aware.
Mm-hmm.
You can take a moment to be like, all right, what does this actually mean to me? Okay. You love your mood boards. You love your artistic methods of self-reflection. Use that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm so dead ass right now. Use that to, regardless of whether or not you have one session is better than no sessions, but it's one session, right? With your therapist. Even if you don't have that, use your tools. Like you're very, very gifted when it comes to being able to sit down and artistically reflect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because you didn't have the therapy leading up to this, you had some, but you did not have enough, right? Just because that was the case does not mean that you are not capable of still having some preparation for yourself. Acknowledge what you know you have. Acknowledge what you know you don't right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say create an outline or at least a running list. Create a list of what you feel is important for yourself to put in the backpack.
Mm.
The meaning. What would you like to get out of this? What would you like to feel? Not get out of this as intangible things. Not like,
Yeah.
what would you like to feel?
Connected. That would be number one.
To what? That's what I mean. To your body, to your spirit, to your identity, to others around you, to a community, to what? Right? That's all, anything, but be specific. Oh, we were just talking about this with your sister last night. The idea of like the witchy granola girls, they call it manifestation. The scientific girls call it neuroplasticity, right? You have the ability in your brain, chemically and physically, mentally, emotionally, all of it, right? You have the physical ability to alter the pathways in your brain that are stronger versus weaker. You have the ability to develop stronger senses of beliefs, of talents, of skills, of motivations. You have the ability to literally alter how you move through the world physically, mentally, and emotionally. It is uncomfortable to do so. It is uncomfortable. I'm not even going to front you on that. It's ugly.
Ugly. It's ugly. You remember from Amanda Bynes?
No. I just know she has a really puffy face now.
You don't know Amanda.
I know who Amanda Bynes is. She was in love with seaweed in Hairspray.
The Amanda Show?
No, I never watched the Amanda Show. No.
Finally, something you didn't see that I've seen that you must see.
I think there's a lot I haven't seen that you've seen, but you just never bring it up.
Anybody who would... Oh, yeah. I just don't remember.
I just remember all my movies.
Okay. Whoa. Weird brag. Okay. I just remember all my movies.
You know, because they were important to me?
Movies, just, they were always there. That's all we did was watch movies.
So why don't you remember them?
Because it just blended in. You know what I mean? It's like eating, drinking. It's just all the same.
Makes no sense to me. None of them stuck with you?
I mean, My Girl did. The movie My Girl.
Never saw it.
I know.
There you go.
That one.
See? Look, I gave you 2 now. Anyway, not the point. Point was, neuroplasticity is deeply, like the action, like the concept of neuroplasticity. The actions that you take to be involved with that process are super, super uncomfortable. And we could have a longer episode actually talking about
neuroplasticity.
Yeah, more about like the chemical side of things when we're talking about, because like when you're building your sense of self, especially as an adult, either for people who came out later or are coming out in turbulent times or things like that, like neuroplasticity is a really important piece of this. And to understand it, I think can give a lot of grounding. So if you're interested, we can talk about this more later and I'll give you like actual facts and figures. But for now, what all I'm going to say about it is that your brain is equal parts stupidly influenceable and wildly powerful. Equal parts. So when you take something that is very malleable and a whole tank of a machine when it comes to power and creation, you can do a lot. So knowing that, at least for me, it for my journey, it really helped me to know that like, okay, anytime that I'm feeling frustrated, I am doing something right. So like there's this theory, I just heard about this, and if I could remember, if I end up remembering the person who said it, I will put it in the show notes. But I really can't remember right now. But I will put it in the show notes if I remember. But there was this professor that was saying there is the concept of knowing something and the concept of not knowing something. These are states of being, right? We either know something or we don't know something. And then there's this middle ground of learning. And the goal is always, when you're learning, people always say the goal is just to know something. We just want to know something. What she was talking about stress tolerance, which is a different thing. But the point she was making was that a lot of people think that the whole goal is just to get from not knowing to not knowing to knowing as quickly as possible. But what happens is people don't recognize the power of self-development that lies in that middle ground of learning. And you are able to, as a person, develop incredible amounts of stress tolerance, of peace, like your ability to find and be at peace, your ability to become resilient. And she was saying that if you learn to be in this space and recognize, if you're able to consciously recognize, oh, I'm frustrated. And instead of looking at that as this thing to escape, because it's an uncomfortable feeling, right? If you're able to look at frustration as, I am currently changing my brain chemistry. I am currently and actively doing something for myself positively. Mm-hmm. I am learning. When you start to do that and challenge yourself to sit in that frustration and just be like, oh, okay, I'm not trying to escape this. I'm just going to be here. When you do that, you're able to ride that wave without it. You'll lower your stress levels, you lower your panic responses, and you allow yourself to be present in your body in a totally different way than you've done before. Because you're no longer like, I have to rush out of this frustration to get to the knowing. Mm-hmm. And now I can just understand that the knowing is something I will get to. But right now, the frustration is me making moves, me being present.
That's really powerful.
Isn't it?
It is.
Did
actually.
that
actually hit? That was a word.
What do you think? It was several. But yeah, so when I think about, okay, so connecting this back. So you going into this surgery, right? I was really excited to talk to you about this because I think it would be helpful or important for you to be able to go into this knowing that this surgery is a platform. It'll give you a baseline to start at. A foundation for you to do the work of being frustrated. But being frustrated, you don't have to worry too much about escaping it. Mm-hmm. You're allowed to be. It's good. It's normal. It's a process. And you can come and just like duke it out here, punch the wall, whatever you want. These are cement. So
break a few fingers.
Yeah, do what you need to do. It's fine. You can get the frustration out. It's not like you have to hold it in. Mm-hmm. You can express it. But I'm saying like, you don't have to run. Mm. There's no time limit for you getting to, and there's no end game for you getting to the knowing part of it, which is feeling whole, right? Feeling whole is something we learn to do over time for our whole lives. Mm. And there comes a point where the feelings of frustration really get small and lower, but it starts out with it really high. So I just wanted to tell you that because you love to build expectations.
I have, call me Bobbiana Builder. So that is what I do all day.
You love to build an expectation and then get mad about it not going high.
When it doesn't happen exactly as I've pictured, yes.
Yeah. But a lot of times you really don't be putting in the work for it to go that way anyway.
Yeah, right.
You just are like, it's going to go this way and I'm going to have to do nothing to make it that way.
Manifestation.
No, see, that is not what manifestation is.
No.
So we are going to have that episode. So we are going to have a manifestation. Got it. Okay, great. Cool. Coming next.
It's actually called delusion. Being delusional. That's what I meant.
Delusional or neuroplasticity. You choose.
Ooh, title.
So you do that though, right? So I'm telling you, you can continue that if you want to, but it'll be a lot harder for you. Or you can have the expectation, because since you love to have an expectation, but let's have your expectation be that it's going to be frustrating, and that's a good thing. Mm-hmm. And that
growth, it's a part of the growing.
Mm-hmm. And that's continual.
I'm really happy we're having this conversation. I really need to hear that, actually.
Oh,
yes,
we really.
Yes, quite. Because sometimes it can feel like the discomfort means you're doing something wrong. That you're in the wrong spot, you made the wrong choice, whatever the case is. But just allow it to be what it is. Allow it to be felt.
Yeah.
And grow from it, learn from it. Yeah.
You got this too.
I think I do.
I know you do. No, I know you do. That's not up for discussion.
Oh, okay. I got this. Yeah, I got this.
Yeah, you know. There you go. I know you do.
Yeah.
You did not do all this work to get to this point. You've been through hell and back to get to this point.
Mm-hmm.
You did not do all this work to not come through the other side.
You got this. I got this.
I know.
It's just bizarre.
Ooh, are you gonna start wearing those button-down tops where it's
So slutty.
Are you just gonna walk around topless? Ooh.
all day?
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
Reason I can't be.
I'm gonna stare at you. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be like,
Those.
no titties.
I just have a dream though, because there's a possibility that they won't be able to reattach my nipples. I did have a dream that I woke up with no nipples, and that was like a big thing for me. So
I mean, there's a lot of people who get top surgery have no.
I know.
Oh yeah, but you're saying for you. I see. You're saying for you. You're like, I really want my nipples.
I wanted to. I mean, I don't know. I think I'd be fine. I know I'd be fine either way. I know I'd be fine either.
Worst case scenario.
Problem is not the nipple.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, you don't have nipples.
It was just a dream. I was like
You could get them tatted on. I've seen that before.
yeah.
And they look really nice. I've seen some like look really nice. The only time you notice it is you touch and it's not there. But whoa, it's smooth, you know. But it looks good, right? But worst comes worst, you don't have nipples. But
Yeah, they're gonna be fine.
they're gonna be fine. I don't.
Way. Still going to get it done.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked. Ta-ta to the ta-ta.
Sayonara. Sayonara.
Sayonara. Do you know how hard this word was for me to say? Do you know how hard this word was for me to say for no reason? It's not like I've never said sayonara before. Oh, I had to think about it. Oh my God, I had to think about it. I've said sayonara plenty of times in my life, but for some reason, when you wrote it in the invitation originally, the sayonara, I was reading Soranaya, Sorayanaya, Sarah. Yay, Sarah. I was like, what's happening? I could not read it. I was like, what's happening? Oh no, I'm having a stroke.
It's melting.
It's melting my brain. I could not read it. And then me and Jamelia stood there in the bathroom trying to say it back and forth. We were like, Saranaya, Sarah. It was not happening. Finally, we just got quiet for about 30 seconds, staring at each other quietly in the eyeballs. And we were like, and Jamelia was like, sayonara. And I was like, oh my God, that's it. It was horrifying.
It's a weird word. Is it even?
It is a word.
I know it's a word, but like, where is it from? It's not ours. It's not American.
Sayonara?
It's not American, is it?
No. You said American.
English? It's not American.
Oh my God.
I had a moment. I'm sorry. We're in hard times, and it's getting to me.
And on that note, I think we wrap it up.
I think we're about done.
Okay, because we knew this was going to be a short episode anyway. Yeah. You're hungover.
So hungover.
I'm tired.
You were bouncing at some point. You were like moving.
Oh, you sitting here? Oh my. You need some. Have you had water?
I've been drinking water. I don't know what I need. Maybe this wig needs to come off my head, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure.
You've been complaining about that all morning. Okay. Well, then with that, thank you for joining us. If you are someone that's going through any of this kind of stuff and you want to hear more about it, if you want to hear about manifestation versus neuroplasticity, if you want to hear about more of just our shenanigans, we could tell you shenanigan stories if you want that.
I would love that.
Yeah, we should do some
Maybe we should just do some fun ones to start.
What have we been doing?
Fun ones.
But they also end up always like this.
I know.
I think it's just
Keep doing it.
so we're just gonna
Do more of what we've been.
we're just gonna continue the podcast. Okay, great. So thank you for listening. We love you, and please keep coming back.
Come on back. We'd love to have you.
Come on back to see the surgery.
Bye.
Bye.